This pandemic has taught us just how volatile our economic system is. Probably more people dying of hunger than the actual coronavirus. Matthew 24 from the Contemporary English Version. No one knows the day or time, in verse 36. No one knows the day or the hour. The angels in heaven don't know, and the Son himself doesn't know. Only the Father knows. When the Son of Man appears, things will be just as they were when Noah lived. People were eating, drinking, and getting married right up to the day that the flood came, and Noah went into the big boat. They didn't know anything was happening until the flood came and swept them all away. But with Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm. Storm is something that only remains momentarily. We've got a promise he won't destroy the world by the flood again, but he is promised to come back. And this time he came to save, but next time when he comes, will be to restore those who are waiting for him. But we know we can't trust the Forex to save us because it will not always be there. There's a warning in Revelation 13:16 to 18. All people were forced to put a mark on their right hand or forehead, whether they were powerful or weak, rich or poor, free people or slaves. They all had to have this mark, or else they could not buy or sell anything. This mark stood for the name of the beast and for the number of its name. You need wisdom to understand the number of the beast. But if you are smart enough, you can figure this out. Its number is 666, and it stands for a person. The Roman numerals on the Pope's crown is just that. This is how it will be when the Son of Man appears. In verse 46, 2 men will be in the same field, but only one will be taken. The other will be left. 2 women will be together grinding grain, but only one will be taken. The other will be left. So be on your guard. You don't know when our Lord will come. Homeowners never know when a thief is coming, and they are always on guard to keep one from breaking in. Always be ready. You don't know when the Son of Man will come. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8 tells us, and that then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. He shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So we can't stand in our own righteousness, otherwise we'll be destroyed. We have to put our trust in what Christ has done. Put on his robe of righteousness. But in the meantime, we can be doing the good works prepared in advance for us to do out of gratitude, and extending God's kingdom here on earth as it is in heaven, as Jesus taught us to pray. He said, you'll always have the poor with you, but he never said you had to be one of them. He wants us to have compassion on the poor. And we've got an opportunity now for this great wealth transfer. We just need to be careful we don't trust in the gold like God's people did when they threw their gold into the pot, and out came the bull, and they said, this is the God that brought us out of Egypt. So we can't serve God and money, but we can recognize that he is the master and manage his money for him and do those good works prepared in advance for us to do. He spoke a lot about the kingdom of heaven. He said it's like what happens when somebody finds a treasure hidden in a field and he buries it again. The person like that is happy and goes and sells everything in order to buy that field. After finding a very great valuable one, the owner goes and sells everything in order to buy that pearl. Jesus is the pearl of great price. There's nothing. Success is not what we have, but who we have.